So if you look on my Instagram, if you look on my TikTok, it's about this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about what anybody else thinks online.
Right.
Because that, to me, that's the purpose of that tool. I'm trying to share valuable information, not because I'm valuable per se, but the things that we discuss are very valuable.
Everything is for it, but it should not be for it. Like people posting their bodies on social media, it should not be for that.
Nuance. That's like the theme. So I always take away from talking about these things. Everything is nuanced. Nothing is what it actually seems to be when you start to go beneath the surface. You know, but you got to talk about these things. Otherwise you don't learn, we don't grow, we can't do better.
Right.
Would you agree?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I just deleted mine. I mean, I'm not promoting anything. I don't really do anything on it. And I just, you know, you need a mental break from it sometimes.
Yeah. It's funny too, sometimes that I hear that. One of my cousins, he said that to me too. I think he was talking about Instagram. That's one of those things I get from like a cognitive standpoint in my mind, but I can't fully empathize with that because I feel like I'm very separated from that stuff. Like I only go there, for example, I predominantly only go there to post stuff about this. So if you look on my Instagram, if you look on my TikTok, it's about this. I don't care about what anybody else thinks online.
Right.
Because that, to me, that's the purpose of that tool. I'm trying to share valuable information, not because I'm valuable per se, but the things that we discuss are very valuable because it gives perspective.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not over here like, oh, I need to post shirtless pics and I need to post like these clothes that I got or this car that I have. I don't feel the need to get that validation from these invisible people that I don't know.
That's kind of was like every time I opened up Instagram, it was always somebody from school or something like that that I went to school with, and it's like I don't really care to see any of that.
That's why I liked MySpace back in the day, because we actually only used it with our friends, our actual friends.
Actual friends.
Like people IRL, as the kids say. They would be the people I know in real life. They're on my friends list. They're the ones that look at my page. We're the ones commenting on each other's stuff. But that's not exactly what we do now. Everything's, let me make another comment. Everything is for public consumption, but everything should not be for public consumption. I'm gonna say that again. Everything is for public consumption, but everything should not be for public consumption. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
Tell me what you think I said.
Everything is for it, but it should not be for it. Like, okay. Well, how I took it was like people posting their bodies on social media. It should not be for that.
That's an element of that, sure. To simplify, I would be talking about privacy. Because we live in this public era, we feel like, and when I say we, I'm really talking about the young people. I'm not including myself in this conversation. We feel like everything needs to be shared, and we feel like everybody cares about what we want to share. And I think that that's false. That's why I brought up the comment earlier about one of my old clients and reviewing her Instagram because she asked me to. Because I think we share stuff, you know, I understand the concept of sharing. I'm not anti-sharing. But everything doesn't need to be out there. If I'm going to share something, maybe I should ask myself why? Who is this for? And then when you start talking about, again, relationships, I talk about that comment because I've heard it being taken different ways between men and women. I've heard when it comes to the woman's side, it's concepts of control and manipulation. My man said he don't want me to showcase this. Well, I'm a woman. I should be allowed to. Right? Which I agree. She should. But if she wants that man, I think she should respect his boundaries. And if he says, I don't like that, I think she should listen. If she wants that man. If you don't, do what you want.
Yeah. I get that.
Anything else I need to add to that, or is that pretty straightforward? But what do you guys think? Do you think that that's fair, or do you think that that's men being controlling?
As a woman, when you first say it, my brain instantly goes to, why are you trying to control me?
Mm-hmm. But that's why I started with control.
Yeah, but when I sit there and I think about it, then it's more of like, and do I want to respect you, or do I just want to do me and just, you know? Because at that point, a man is pretty much giving you the ultimatum. Either you...
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I want to be with that man, social media isn't really anything to me, so it wouldn't be a problem for me.
Yeah.
I think of it as if I wouldn't want you doing that, so
there you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. So I always try to think about what's fair. Mm-hmm. Is it fair for a woman to have boundaries? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it fair for a man to have boundaries? I hope the answer is absolutely. So if he says that bothers me, I hope she would respect that and say, okay, why do you feel that way? You know, and then he goes into it. Well, because I feel like you're seeking out all this attention from these people that don't know you, and it makes me really uncomfortable because I worry that one day they may win. Mm-hmm. One day, one of these guys gets through to you because we had a disagreement about something. Then you start telling them some stuff, like we talked about earlier, that you're supposed to tell me. Now you start developing an emotional connection with this person, which kind of leaves me to the wind.
And then it's like goes to like the grass is greener on the other side.
There you go. It comes right back to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this guy, he wants to give me everything, and he don't got no problem with what I'm doing.
Right.
Which may not be true, by the way. He might just be saying that just to get you.
Right.
Because again, most men we're territorial and we're protective, and that's not by accident.
Nature.
Yeah. So it's just understanding that. It doesn't mean, again, this either or. It doesn't mean like women don't have autonomy of themselves. You absolutely do, and you should in your relationship. And if you feel like you don't, maybe you should leave. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to provide context there. I don't think that's necessarily that a man wants to control. As I hope I've illustrated in my comments today, I believe we only control ourselves.
Yeah.
So control isn't even the word that I would use.
Right.
It's respect and boundaries. If you respect me, you will understand that I don't appreciate and I don't like that. Just like there might be some things that you don't like that I could do, and you lay those down as a boundary.
Right.
And if I violate said boundary, then you may not want to continue this relationship. Mm-hmm. I believe that is fair. That is my take, though. Do you guys disagree?
I agree.
No. That's fair.